We have other breaking news this morning. A long-awaited meeting between President Trump and Russia's Vladimir Putin could be just days away. The Kremlin says the two leaders will meet next week. This would be their first in-person meeting since President Trump's return to the White House. And it's something he's been pushing for literally since day one. Here was the president just a few hours after being sworn in for his second term.
I'll be meeting with President Putin.
When do you think?
I don't know. I can't. It's being set up. Could be very soon.
And you talked a bit about Ukraine and Russia, but how long do you think it would take to end that conflict? And
I have to speak to President Putin. We're going to have to find out.
But much has changed since Inauguration Day. Fighting in Ukraine has escalated. President Trump has shifted to an unusually confrontational tone regarding Putin. And then tomorrow, the U.S. is planning to roll out new tariffs and sanctions targeting Moscow. Gabe's back with us from the White House. Also joining us now, NBC News International reporter Matt Bodner and former Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for Russia, Ukraine, and Eurasia, Evelyn Farkas. She is now the Executive Director at the McCain Institute. Gabe, what do we know about this upcoming meeting between Trump and Putin and what still has to be ironed out?
Well, a lot still has to be ironed out. Anna, the big questions right now, one, the timing, two, the attendance. Yes, it's possible that this meeting could happen as soon as next week. But a big question right now, will it include Ukrainian President Zelensky? We just heard from Vladimir Putin this morning basically saying that that could potentially happen under certain conditions, but those conditions are very far off. The United States, though, has been pushing for that trilateral meeting between President Trump, President Putin, and also Ukrainian President Zelensky. But right now it is completely unclear whether that will happen. And of course, this coming after envoy Steve Witkoff met with Vladimir Putin yesterday. The president describing those talks as productive, but also saying that he has been very frustrated, very disappointed with Vladimir Putin. So he said not to expect a breakthrough anytime soon, but the administration is still working on trying to bring this some sort of ceasefire to fruition, Anna.
Evelyn, are you surprised Putin would agree to this meeting without a delay of the new U.S. sanctions set to take effect tomorrow? What does that tell you about who might have the leverage going into this meeting?
Well, Anna, it's not clear. I mean, we have the leverage. I just don't know whether we're applying it because President Putin is saying he'll meet with President Trump. And it's good that we are continuing to levy the sanctions because likely he wouldn't do the meeting. So, yes, that is an exercise of leverage. The problem is that this meeting is not likely to result in a breakthrough. And so the meeting might not be the best use of President Trump's time at this stage of the negotiations.
Matt, Ukrainian President Zelensky, we know, is speaking with several European leaders today as part of the peace process. So you have sort of a dual diplomatic track right now. Will they ultimately align? Are Zelensky and Trump on the same page?
Well, as ever, Anna, Zelensky, the Europeans as well, they're all walking this very fine line between protecting their own interests and keeping President Trump on side. And I think it's always really important to keep in mind that the Kremlin does want to split Trump from Europe, and a direct meeting between Putin and Trump has always been part of that effort. You know, the Kremlin has played a little coy on this recently, but fundamentally, the Kremlin does not see Europe as an equal. They don't take them all that seriously, and ultimately, they expect Europe, Ukraine as well, to do whatever the United States tells them to do. Moreover, the Kremlin messaging on Europe recently especially has been that Europe is antagonizing the situation, even going so far as to say that they're on a war path with Russia. That is messaging that's aimed at Donald Trump, and it's part of this overall game to split the United States and Europe. They say Europe's the problem, not Russia. So really everything depends on whether or not Trump continues to hold the position we've seen from him recently, this relatively pro-Ukrainian one, or whether or not Putin manages to charm him in a summit. As for Zelensky and Trump, we do continue to hear Zelensky choose his words carefully, I would say, regarding his conversations with Trump. It's a lot of talk about coordinating our positions and just continually insisting that Ukraine supports Trump's proposals for an immediate ceasefire. So it may look like Trump is on the same page today. Who knows if he will be tomorrow? Anna?
So, Gabe, it does seem that the U.S. is eager to make this happen. What are the White House expectations? Are they expecting President Trump to walk out of this with a big breakthrough?
Well, look, Anna, the president said yesterday he doesn't expect there to be a breakthrough right away. Still, though, the administration does say that the mere fact that these discussions are happening, that President Trump is considering meeting with Vladimir Putin, means that they are closer than they were before. Another question that I I should have mentioned earlier about this potential meeting is the location. That's still unclear at this point. It's possible it could happen in a country, for example, the UAE, for example, but there are issues with Vladimir Putin traveling outside of Russia. He could be arrested in some of these other countries that are potential, that could be potential sites for a meeting. Now, Secretary of State Marco Rubio was asked about how close the administration thinks it is to a ceasefire amid this potential meeting. Let's listen.
I don't think you can have a leaders level meeting if you're not close enough, because then nothing's going to come of that meeting. So we want to get it close enough, and then we want to give the president the opportunity to come in and close it. So I can't prejudge how long that could take. It could take hours. It could take days. Frankly, it could take weeks. We don't know. But we're going to try here.
So there you have it again. On could take days, could take weeks. We do not know the timing of this.
And Evelyn, as we mentioned, the president's been sort of singing a different tune about Putin lately. Here's some of his most recent comments.
We thought we had that settled numerous times. And then President Putin goes out and starts launching rockets into some city like Kiev and kills a lot of people in a nursing home or whatever. I'm disappointed in President Putin. Very disappointed in him.
Has your opinion of Putin changed just in dealing with him?
I'm surprised.
You knew him, but
I don't want to say that. Look, he's obviously a tough cookie.
Putin will stop killing people if you get energy down another $10 a barrel. He's going to have no choice because his economy stinks.
So he's talking tough. Now he's using more strong-arm tactics with these tariffs, these new sanctions set to take effect tomorrow. Is that the best way to handle Putin? And what does that look like in a face-to-face?
Yeah, Anna, it is definitely a much better way to handle Putin than President Trump was doing initially, because you have to put pressure on the Kremlin, and he's putting economic pressure on Putin. It would be great if we could also put increased military pressure on Putin. And I say that because I think Putin is still playing for time. I'm very skeptical about whether the negotiating, positions have shifted, meaning that Russia is willing to, compromise on its maximalist position. That's why I'm not sure whether this meeting, if it happens, would be worth our president's time. Vladimir Putin thinks that right now he's been told by all of his military and intelligence experts that his military is making advances on the battlefield against Ukraine. That's true, although it's coming at a high cost and it's incredibly incremental. But he believes that time is on his side. So meeting with President Trump gives him another week or more, to do what he wants on the battlefield. And sanctions, of course, won't come into effect immediately. So Vladimir Putin's always playing for time, Anna. I'm skeptical. I do think it's good, however, that President Trump and the White House are taking a firm line with Putin and that they're not lifting sanctions in exchange for this meeting. They need to keep the pressure on.
All right, we'll leave it there for now. Evelyn Farkas, Gabe Gutierrez, Matt Bodnar, thank you all very much.